We're moving on to Everton versus Sheffield.
It's going to be a very boring game because Sheffield United they've been relegated already. So like nothing they're playing for. Everton on the same hand, there's still nothing they're playing for. They're just playing, you understand? So like it is just that game that you may not like to watch.
I don't understand Newcastle. From nowhere, they just started pa 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 pa. They just started piping teams like calm down now. Are you trying to go to the Champions League? Any team that they catch, pie.
And what about Chelsea is that how do I put this thing now? Okay, you can remove John out of the village. You cannot remove the village from John. That's how it is with Chelsea. They are good though, but whenever they want to mumu, there's nothing they can do about it.
Aston probably have already bottled the league. Man United literally are playing for nothing.
Let me just joke. Do you know why I say my issue joke? I said there's this guy. This guy always worries me. Like this guy doesn't let me hear word. Like Arsenal.
You're not alone. No. Right now, I have them. See their hand now. Their hand looks like this.
Man,
Zubi hand there. The next moment I kill me.
Fans doesn't want me to hear word. Like they are always on my neck. Like I be like, but honestly speaking, let's leave all those stuff now. Let's go to the main prediction. Arsenal is going to win that game.
Let's move on to the final fixture of the weekend. Aston Villa versus Liverpool.
Our game is just one of those games too that you just two people fighting for no reason. As why they are fighting, they cannot explain. You understand? So, it's just that kind of game. You understand? And they will always fight.
Hello legends, you're watching Everything Football. This is the Matchday predictions show with Chuks, Kizzy and Otis. Here we bring you predictions of games, literally. So before we go into today's show, I would like to talk about our predictions in our previous prediction show. So Chuks got his prediction. He predicted that Dortmund was going to beat PSG and he got his spot on. Dortmund beat PSG. And Kizzy predicted that Bayer Leverkusen are going to draw Roma. And it happened just the exact way he said it. He said they were going to they're going to go down, and then Bayer Leverkusen went down with 2 goals via penalties, and came back in the 82nd and in the 97th minute to draw the game 2-2. Alright, so if you've still not subscribed to this channel, kindly hit on the subscribe button, give this video a like. We'd like to get your comments on your thoughts on our predictions, and we'd also like to know your predictions as well. So let's delve into today's action. This is match day 37 of the English Premier League, and for the big games we have Fulham. Fulham are going to play Man City, Nottingham Forest are going to play Chelsea, Man United will play Arsenal, and that is the blockbuster game of the weekend. It's going to be on Sunday, and then Aston Villa will face Liverpool. We're going to kick off with Fulham versus Manchester City. Early kick-off game, Saturday afternoon. Who's up for it?
Man City is going to win that game because Man City are actually going for the title. They don't look like slowing down, and currently, there's no team that is going to stop them. Yes, I know that between Man City and Fulham in the last game, it was just a very little margin that Man City used in winning them. You get, but for their head-to-head tie, their head-to-head for the last, I think, 17 games, Man City has won them. I think in the last 20 games, Man City has won 17 and draw 3. Man City has been in a terrific form this season, so I don't see Fulham stopping them or even making Man City to drop any point. So my prediction for that game is that Man City is going to win 3-1. That's my prediction for the game.
Manchester City is expected to beat Fulham away at Craven Cottage, 3-1. We're moving on to Everton versus Sheffield.
It's going to be a very boring game because Sheffield United they've been relegated already. So like nothing they're playing for. Everton on the same hand, there's still nothing they're playing for. They're just playing, you understand? So like it is just that game that you may not like to watch. And both teams actually, we know that Everton, they are home now and they've been having this good form. I think their last 4 games, they've not lost any. That'll be their last 3 games. So like I feel like Everton is going to win that game. It's going to be just going to be that win that just happens. They don't need to stress too much for the win. The Sheffield United don't need to stress too much to win Everton. I feel like the game is going to be lack goals. I feel like it's going to lack goals, and it's just going to be a game that someone will just score and that person wins the match. I'm seeing a 2-0 Everton win.
Everton is expected to beat Sheffield United 2-0. They're expected to keep a clean sheet against Sheffield United. Let's move on to Bournemouth versus Brentford.
Bournemouth has been in form this season, gathering as much points that they had. Like this is the first time they've gathered this much points in a season in the Premier League. So Bournemouth has actually accumulated as much points, like for the first time in the Premier League in a particular season. You get, and currently I think they are sitting 10th. Brentford is sitting 15th. In as much as Brentford, Bournemouth are actually good at home this season, they have actually been having one kind of home form. That game, I think that game is going to be a draw because Brentford on the other side, they are quite stubborn at the moment, making it hard for teams to play, trying to upset teams and all. So that game, I'm going to see a draw. Either we draw or Bournemouth is going to win. But definitely, the win is going to come from Bournemouth, or it's going to be a draw.
Okay, let's get your exact prediction for the game.
Bournemouth 2-1. Bournemouth wins 2-1.
Bournemouth is expected to beat Brentford 2-1. West Ham versus Luton Town at the Annex Stadium.
It's going to be a very bloody game because West Ham just lost to Chelsea 5-0, and Luton Town, I think they lost their last game or they drew 1-1. I think they drew 1-1. They want that point. Right now, Nottingham Forest is stopping them with just 3 points, and now they need everything. Like they need more momentum to make sure they can actually win or draw that game. Because they know if they can draw the game, then they'll be topping them with 2 points. Then maybe the last game, if they can just get the win, because they may be feeling like Chelsea is going to win Nottingham Forest. You get, so let's just draw this game and get that 1 point, because that 1 point can actually decide on the last day. That 1 point now is very, very important. You've seen it now. West Ham don't want to lose that game. I'm predicting a 3-2 win.
West Ham are expected to beat Luton Town 3-2, or it's going to be a 3-2 win for West Ham. We're moving on to Wolves versus Crystal Palace.
After what Crystal Palace did to Manchester United on Monday, I don't see Crystal Palace losing that game. In as much as they are away and Wolves is home, and when Wolves are playing at home, they have this kind of ginger. But currently, Wolves are not in form. Man City just flogged them. I think flogged them 5. Haaland scored 4. Alvarez scored the last goal. Flogged them 5. I actually don't see Wolves winning that game. If Wolves, see, the best result that Wolves can get on that game is a draw. That's the best result they can get on that game. That game is going to end in the favor of Crystal Palace. Crystal Palace is going to win that game at least minimum 2-0.
An informed Olise and an informed Eze, Crystal Palace are expected to beat Wolves 2-0. Tottenham versus Burnley.
There's no hope for Burnley to not be relegated this season. They are already topping them with 5 points already. Like Nottingham Forest, I'm not talking about Luton Town here. The fact that Nottingham Forest is topping them with 5 points already is enough reason for them to be demoralized, because they need to win their next 2 games and let Nottingham Forest not draw or win. Because if they draw, Nottingham Forest will be with goals. That's the point now that I'm trying to make. They cannot do it. So like it's going to be a game where Tottenham will try to save their, you understand, their Europa spot, because they've been losing. They've just been losing anyhow. You understand? So they don't need to save his money now and pick that form against Man City. Tottenham is going to win that game with a clean sheet, 3-0.
Tottenham is expected to pick form at the expense of Burnley. It's expected to be a clean sheet, 3-0. Let's move on to Newcastle versus Brighton.
I don't understand Newcastle. From nowhere, they just started They just started piping teams like, calm down, Are you trying to go to the Champions League? Any team that they catch, bye. Bro, people should calm down. You understand? You can just win 2-0 and you will progress. Must you humiliate teams? They are in one kind of charge, like for European football next season. Yes, they know currently that they can't go to the Champions League. So the only way for them to see European football is the Europa League. They are on full charge. Yes, and they're on full charge for that particular spot. If Care is not taken, they're going to collect that spot from Tottenham. If Care is not taken, I think the only opportunity for them to collect that spot, it's that European League spot, is if they stay on that 6th. And for them to stay on that 6th, they have to win all their games. And now they are going to play Manchester United. I think their next game is Manchester United. They need all the win. And Brighton too is still coming up too. So this game is going to be a tight one. Like Newcastle might drop points, but I don't still really see them dropping points because of their charge for the past few games. So Newcastle is going to win 3-2 because Brighton is going to drop a response. So 3-2.
Host Newcastle is expected to beat De Zerbi's Brighton. 3-2 is our predicted scoreline in favour of Newcastle. Let's move on to Forest versus Chelsea.
I know Chelsea have been on a very good form lately. Since Enzo went to injury, they've been winning with good margin. I think they only drew to Aston Villa 2. A game that they actually scored 4 goals, but two were cancelled. So like I feel like Chelsea is going to actually put up a good fight because they actually want to end the season high. On the other hand, Nottingham Forest want to use Chelsea to safeguard their stay in the Premier League. So the two teams have what to fight for. It's not like all those teams that don't know what they are fighting for. Like Everton, Sheffield United, they don't know what they're fighting for. But this is a team that both teams have an interest in something. One have an interest to stay, the other team have an interest to go to the European football after topping Manchester United. After they won 3-1 to Sheffield United, and now they are coming with a momentum. Chelsea won 5-0. There's difference. When you win 5-0, there will be this little relent, like there will be this calmness, like you get what I mean? It happens. And what about Chelsea is that, how do I put this in now? Okay, you can remove John out of the village, you cannot remove the village from John. That's how it is with Chelsea. They are good though, but whenever they want to mumu, there's nothing they can do about it. So now Nottingham Forest, this team that I watched, I played against Man City, though they lost, but I saw that game that it was said they had a good striker, they would have won Man City. I saw the chances missed. I saw the woodwork. How many would that Chris Wood miss before he knows that he's supposed to score goals? I'm happy that this guy is back in their last 1 year. So if I know they may not start him, but if they start Awoniyi, they have a better chance. But I know they will not start him actually. I think Chelsea winning that game with a very slight margin, or it's going to end draw. There will be goals from both teams. Goals, like 2 goals each for both teams. Okay, my prediction is 2-2 draw. A 2-2 draw.
Both teams are expected to score 2 goals apiece. Let's move on to the game of the weekend, the blockbuster fixture, the Sunday fixture. Out of form Manchester United versus free goal scoring Arsenal are going to meet at Old Trafford. Arsenal probably have already bottled the league. Man United literally are playing for nothing. So let's get your analysis, let's get your prediction on that fixture.
Let me just draw. Do you know why I say my issue draw? I said this guy always worries me. Like, this guy doesn't let me hear word. Like, Arsenal. I just want Mike to draw that game.
You're not alone. No. Right now, I have them. See their hand now. Their hand like this.
Man.
Zubi hand there. One of my guys.
I don't just get it.
Hand there like this guy. The best moment
Arsenal fans doesn't want me to hear word. Like, they are always on my neck. Like, I be like, bro, you guys should calm down. The next thing say, Messi will drop. I said, who told you Messi is going to drop point? Like, where do you think Messi is going to drop point? Where? They be like, you see, we're going to give Man U like 6-0, like 5, like, bro. See, what I just want Man U to do for, if Man U can do this for me, I'll be more than, in fact, even if we don't go to Conference League, we don't even go anywhere this season, I'll be happy. I don't know if you go. So, I just want Man U to throw that game. Yes.
If you win nothing,
I just want.
You're won my trophy.
That's it. I just want Man U to just draw that game. Just don't win. Don't win. You understand? Don't win. Just draw. You understand? Let them draw points so that they will calm down. But honestly speaking, let's leave all those talk now. Let's go to the main prediction. Aston is going to win that game. 3-1. You understand? Aston is going to win that game 3-1.
Man United drawing Arsenal is going to feel like winning a trophy. How did United fall so low? Our prediction for the game is Arsenal 3, Man United 1. The away team is expected to get a goal back, with Arsenal expected to score 3 goals. Let's move on to the final fixture of the weekend. Aston Villa versus Liverpool.
Our game is just one of those games too that you just see people fighting for no reason. And why they are fighting, they cannot explain. You understand? So, it's just that kind of thing. You understand? And they will always fight. I predict Liverpool 3-1 win. Liverpool 3-1 win. Liverpool to win Aston Villa 3-1.
So Liverpool are expected to beat Aston Villa 3-0. That's Unai Emery's team, yeah?
3-1.
3-1. Unai Emery. Okay, Liverpool 3, Aston Villa 1. Aston Villa are home, by the way.
Is it not the same Unai Emery that Olympiacos is beating home and away?
Alright, final scoreline, or expected scoreline rather. Aston Villa 1, Liverpool 3. Kindly give this video a like. Let's get your thoughts on our prediction in the comment section. We also like to know your predictions as well. Just leave them in the comment section for us. Okay, before we wrap up, we'd like to give you a brief run through of the current EPL standing. We have Arsenal in first position. They've played 36 games so far and they've bagged 83 points. Man City second, 35 games. They have a game at hand. They are 82 points. Liverpool are third, 36 games played, 78 points. Aston Villa fourth, 36 games played, 67 points. Tottenham are fifth. They've played 35 games. They've bagged 60 points. Newcastle are sixth. They've played 35 games. They've also bagged 56 points. Chelsea are in 7th position ahead of Man United. They've played 35 matches and they have 54 points. Okay, so Man United are level in points with Chelsea, but Chelsea have the higher goal difference. Man United have played 35 games and they have bagged 54 points. West Ham are in 9th position with 36 matches played, 49 points. Bournemouth are in 10th position, 36 games played, 48 points so far. Brighton are in 11th position. They've played 35 games and they've bagged 47 points. That's it from us. Smash a like on this video. Hit on the subscribe button if you still have not subscribed. This is Everything Football with Chuks, Kizzy and Otis. Hit on the subscribe button. You're going to see it here. We're a young, growing community. We would like you to be part of us. You get to see our videos the moment they are released. So kindly hit on the subscribe button. So until next time, this channel remains Everything Football.